Hey, Alethea, give me some more money.
Again, Patrick? I gave you 300 just last week. Did you blow it already?
It's the more thing I want to buy now. I can't help it. I need you to transfer 500 into my account by tomorrow morning.
500? Are you kidding me? You need to find yourself a job.
You have no right to say that to me. Ever seen you move out of the house, you're acting like you're better than us, but you're not.
I'm only saying what needs to be said. Don't you feel ashamed asking your little sister for money all the time?
No. Should I? With family and you're the only one with money, so share it.
You should be aware that I won't always be there for you. I also need to put money aside for myself.
There you go using that word again. You're not supporting me. You're just lending me money every month.
Lending you money would imply that you would return it, but we all know that you won't.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to call it. And if you're saving money like you said you are, you'll be expecting $1,000 for tomorrow.
$1,000? You can't just up the amount like that. I'm gonna tell you this right now. In case you weren't aware, I've got my own life I need my money for. That means things aren't going to continue the way they have been with these transfers.
Huh? Well, all that can be solved if you just move back home with Mom and me. It's because we're not living at home anymore that you got all those extra expenses.
I have my reasons for leaving. I'm surprised you don't.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That guy, huh?
Huh?
What? You think I didn't know? You used to be in your room talking on the phone all night. I could tell by the conversation that you have found a man.
Where are you eavesdropping on me?
In our old rundown house? Please, I didn't have to. The walls are so thin I couldn't help but hear you when my room is quiet.
Oh yeah. I guess that's true.
So that's how I know. And me being your big brother, I was worried about my little sister. I wanted to know what kind of guy my little sister was dating. To see if I could see the man, I just waited outside your office.
You did what?
Well, I know you don't go out much and I knew your office was big. So I figured that would be the most likely spot you met this guy. And just as I thought, I was right. When you left work, I saw you and some guy walking out together all happy and holding hands. You left home to go live, didn't you?
Well, yeah, so?
I knew it!
Okay then. Well, if you know that much already, I'll tell you this. I've been seeing him for over a year now and we're already engaged. I'm marrying him.
Oh. Then you've been seeing him even longer than I thought. Well, he must be a good guy then. You must have really changed after you got that job and never picked you at the dating type.
Oh, shut up.
If you're marrying him, I guess that means I got two people who can support me now. This is great.
Huh?
Anyway, they'll expect about 1000 by tomorrow morning.
Fine, but this is the last time I'll be transferring money to anyone. Make sure you tell Mom that, too.
Okay. Until next month.
3 weeks later.
Hello, Alethea. It's Mom. What is it? You haven't sent me any money this month. You know I need to help with the bills.
What?
It's not like you forget to do the monthly transfer. That's why I messaged you.
I didn't forget to do the transfer.
Oh, good. So there's no problem? By the way, I need a little more than normal. So can you make sure it's in my account by tomorrow? I forgot I put an extra 400 on my credit card last month. That means I'll need 400 more than usual. Otherwise, I won't be able to pay off the balance. Thanks, Alethea.
But I just gave Ryan 1,000 at the end of last month.
Really? That much? Well, gave him. I still need my money. What he does with his money is his business. I've got my own bills to pay.
Does this mean Ryan didn't tell you? I told him the 1,000 I gave him would be the last I would be given out.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I'm getting married soon.
Oh, yeah. I think your brother mentioned something about that. He said you're living with that guy now. So from now on, you're gonna be giving us twice as much money, right?
What? Twice as much?
Yeah, Ryan says so. Because there's two of you now. You seem surprised. Oh, is that not going to start until after your wedding then? I see. Your brother and I can't wait for that. We're rid. So try to have your wedding as soon as possible.
Do you two only hear what you want to hear?
Why is that not right?
How many times do I have to say this? $1,000 I've to send to you guys is the last amount of money I'm ever sending you guys.
The last? What do you mean the last?
Exactly what I said. I don't know what Patrick said to you. But I'm loving what my fiancé now. We have our own life to live and our own future to plan for. How long did you think it was going to keep helping you out for? That $1,000 I gave to Patrick is the last amount of money you two will ever get from me. That's exactly what I told Patrick.
Wait. What?
And believe me, I only gave you guys that much because I felt sorry for you. How long did you plan on having your daughter support you? Your son's life. Make him get out and get a job and start supporting himself.
Alethea, just hold on a minute here.
And as for Mom, you got life insurance money when Dad died, and you're getting pension checks. You shouldn't need any money from me at all.
Insurance money for your dad? That's long gone. That went towards the federal and the trip I took after that to help me mourn. And the shopping spree I went on to help me mourn. And I had to redecorate the entire house after he died because everything reminded me of him. Remember? And then I took out that loan and bought all that other stuff. I've got to pay that loan back.
That's because you keep buying all those brand names items and things that you don't need. If you stop doing that and start living within your means, you would have no problem.
But my Social Security is not enough. I need more money.
That's because you blow money like you're rich and expect other people to pay off your bills for you. You've got to realize you can't do that if you don't have the money for something. Don't buy it.
Alethea. Don't tell me how to live my life. Stop this right now. You're acting like a little kid throwing a temper tantrum. Start acting like an adult. You need to support this family.
I think that's exactly what you should say to Patrick. I'm getting married and starting my own family soon. If you want someone to support you, look no further than the other person living in your house. I'm not going to be your source of income anymore. And if you want help, make Patrick get a job. Either that or stop budgeting so your Social Security pays for everything you need.
Alethea, I can't believe you would say that to me. You know your brother will never get a decent job. That's why I've been relying on you this whole time.
You know what you are doing? You're exploiting me.
Exploiting you?
The worst part is, I don't think you even know you're doing it. You and Patrick don't bring any money into the house other than your Social Security. Yet you spend money like crazy. And then you expect me to pay off your bills? And if I don't, you guilt trip me into thinking I'm a terrible daughter. But that's not going to work for me anymore. Ever since I met my fiancé, I've been thinking about my future and what I need to do. And if things continue the way they are, you two will expect me to support you for the rest of your lives. And that would mean I would never have a life on my own.
That's not true. It's not like that.
What are you talking about? With our current financial situation, do you think it makes any sense for Patrick not to get a job?
What? But you have got a good paying job. So,
But I don't live with you anymore. I've got a different household with its bills now. From now on, you two are going to fend for yourselves.
but Alethea,
If you can't understand what I'm saying, then you don't really care about me. If that's the case, I'm going to block you from contacting me.
Alethea. Don't.
Sorry. I've got things to do. Goodbye.
3 days later.
Hey, Alethea. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't ignore me.
What do you want?
Mom is constantly on my back telling me to get a job. It's because of you, isn't it?
That's good.
What are you talking about? What's good about that?
That is good that she realized you're sitting at home and not working is only compounding her situation.
How dare you?
Look, Patrick, you need to stop this and start being a man. You never went to college, you haven't had a job, you're 36, and you still live with your mom. Don't you get tired of spawning off your family? Aren't you ashamed to still be living with your mom? Even worse, you have been living up real little sister for so long. It's not like I'm only a year or two younger either. There are 10 years between us. Like my son, you have my... It's beautiful.
How dare you say that to me? You know what? I think your degree and all that working has turned you into an arrogant little witch.
That's still better than what you turn into.
Do you think you speak as you got a job at a good company? You're better than us now?
Is that not true? Remind me of the successful one, and that the other is relying on?
Shut up. I'm heading over to your place right now. I'm gonna drag you back to your myself. You can kick and scream all you want, but it'll still drag you back here?
Oh, does this mean you know where I'm living now?
Of course I do. When I went to find out who your boyfriend was, I followed you two back to his apartment. I figured it'd be useful information for the future. So don't think you can try to run from me now.
Oh, whatever I will do.
And that guy better not be. We have to answer to me as well. If I were you, it'll take a time to break up with him.
Why would I do that?
Do you know the problem with you? You never think things all the way through. Shouldn't have gotten involved with a man who wasn't willing to help you support me. And unfortunately for you, there probably isn't a man out there that would. You're going to be supporting Mom and me whether you like it or not.
Do you really think so?
I'm on my way over right now. Do you stop packed up and be ready when I get there? Alethea, I know you're here. I'm here to take you back home. Do you think just because you turned off the lights and you don't answer the door, I'm gonna go away? Open the door!
Wow. You really came.
Of course. I'm taking you home, so open the door.
You know what? I'm not there anymore.
Huh? Did you go out or something?
That's not what I mean. We've already moved out of that place.
What? That's not possible. You would have been listening this for a year. 4 months have passed and you left our mother's house. It's not that easy to get out of a rental contract. Do you believe I'm a fool? So stop restraining yourself and get your ass out here.
That apartment was never in my name.
What do you mean? Huh?
That was the residence of my boyfriend. Long before I moved in with him, he resided there. And did you not wonder why I didn't take all my stuff from Mom's place when I moved out? It's because I knew I would be moving again shortly, anyway. And I didn't want to look around anything that wasn't necessary.
What are you talking about? So where do you move to then? Tell me.
We moved overseas.
Huh? Overseas? What? Do you think I'm stupid enough to fall for that?
I'm not lying. I'm not in America anymore. I'm in the UK. And I'm not coming back.
No, no, no. That can't be. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
My fiancé is from the UK.
What are you talking about? I didn't know that.
You can't tell just while looking at him. But if you had ever spoken to him, you would have heard his accent.
He's ready for the UK?
Yeah, he was sent over to the US for 3 years working on a project at our company. His project is finished now, so he moved back home where his family is. I accompanied him because he is my fiancé and had no reason to remain in America. Just by a few weeks. Sorry.
What? Mom would never have allowed that.
I'm a grown woman. I don't need mom's permission to do anything. It's already decided that I'm going to be getting a job at the company his parents own. So even if you do go to my old workplace and try to track me down, my old company won't know where I am. There's no connection between my old job and the new one, so you'll never find me.
Then you better give me all the money you've saved up until now.
No way. I've already given you more money than you ever should have gotten from me.
Mom's gonna freak out once he hears this. You'll never hear the end of this.
I don't care about that. This cell phone isn't going to work much longer. I'm turning off the international roaming and canceling my contract, and I'm getting a UK cell phone tomorrow.
Wait, what? So we can't reach you?
I don't want to get messages from you two anymore, so I would say it's perfect timing. Make sure you tell Mom that, too.
Alethea, wait!
It was nice knowing you. Goodbye. My brother refused to accept that I had moved overseas and stayed outside my apartment all night, hoping I was lying. When he finally realized I wasn't returning, he went to my former workplace to find me. However, upon learning that I no longer worked there, he appeared unwilling to accept this reality. He attempted to force his way past reception and into the main offices, leading to security being called, and he was removed from the building, in tears. Despite his intimidating appearance, my brother is actually quite cowardly. The following day, I learned from my uncle that my mother and brother had reached out to him, hoping for financial support. Unbeknownst to them, my uncle and I share a close bond, and he is aware of how they had exploited me and my feelings about it. Upon realizing that they had no intention of changing their behavior and were merely seeking a new source of financial assistance, my uncle confronted them. He unequivocally informed them that no one in their family would provide help again. As far as I know, my aunts and uncles have severed ties with my mother and brother, leaving them to fend for themselves henceforth.